Alright. Let's move on. Thank you, call. Thank you for the sound. October 18th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 4. Now it's against Edgeworth again, alright. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show that the court to the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammers in Studio 1 of Globo Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this hideous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well. I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scene during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studio. The security lady that works at the studio was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station there, the gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people living here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employer until noon. Then, after lunch, the victim, Jack Hamill, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now, jump ahead a little later that day to 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. Time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest. Yeah, the samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to that whole thing again? No, I think we're good. I think we can probably remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear? How medieval. The spear was found stuck in the chest of the victim. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question, and that question is... What does the security lady at the guard station see? Understood? Let's call the security officer to the stand. Will the witness declare her name? My, aren't you a handsome young fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please! Seems Edgeworth had a bit of trouble getting his witness to say their names. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. You can just call me Grandma or even Oldbag, but it really just the same, dearie. So, I believe it was still the captain and blah 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 called the Oldbag and crush on him. Thank you. Objection! I object to the witness talkativeness! Objective sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony? Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, sir, I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie. You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Mr. Hammond and the rest had been going through a run-through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 p.m. when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then till 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? In interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio. You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1. So, up until that time, anyone who wanted could go into the studio? Well, there wasn't a security guard at the gate, no. But the main gate was locked, dearie. You need an employee key card to get in. Right, the card key that I have. So, what she's saying is no one who wasn't supposed to be in there could get in. Was there anyone else at the studio when you arrived at the guard station? Poor old Hammer and the rest had all been doing a run-through since the morning. A run-through? They were working on a scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. They got the basics figured out by noon and were to use the afternoon for practice. Rehearsal was supposed to start at 5. That's why poor old Hammer was at Studio 1 in the afternoon. So Powers was in his dressing room sleeping when he was supposed to be practicing? Talk about a laid-back hero. If there was a run-through in the morning, why did you only go there after noon? Well, I had some errands to run that morning. What kind of errands? Oh, well, you know. Answer the question. Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers observing, you know. Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station? Whippersnapper, I told you I left the gate, didn't I? I did my job. I'm not sure your boss would see it that way. Anyway, I always watch Hammer's run through, always. Never missed one in all my years. Wow, I want to see a Steel Samurai run through too. You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty. Not a bad idea. Anyway, it was 1 p.m. when I got to the guard station. Did you see the victim then? Did I see poor old Hammer? No. He was already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Tell us what happened next. I was at the main gate from then till 5. So you were watching there the whole time, no breaks, not even a second. Of course not. I'm a professional, you know. Or are you criticizing how I do my job, Whippersnapper? No, it's just after seeing you eat those donuts in the guard station yesterday. I can watch the gate and eat donuts at the same time. Whippersnapper. Snapper-wapper? Well, one bag is losing it, Nick. Why don't you raise an objection? Why don't you raise an objection? So the witness was on duty throughout the afternoon, the whole time. Very well. What did you see? Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? How do you know that? Oh, I have my rave. That overdressed young detective told me. I fed him some donuts and he talked and talked. If you ask me, that detective isn't cut for his job. Poor Detective Gumshoe. Get him ratted out by a security guard. Oof. Interesting to me. Interesting to me because a sudden man rocked right by it. Me at 2 p.m. 2. Are you sure? Sure as spit. Well, who's the man? Really? You should try not to get so excited your age, you might strain yourself. No, don't get your skivvies in a bunch, I'll tell you who it was. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio. So you saw Mr. Powers? That's what I said. Got whacked in your ears, Sonny. Nick, this is your chance. Yeah, it's time to pull out the secret weapon. I'll say it again, it was him. Mr. Powers, that man right there, and he's headed... Yeah, I have a question about that, because of this photograph. Look at this photograph. Let me get this straight, Miss Oldbag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Miss Oldbag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course, didn't your mama teach you any sense, sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right? No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in this court is accusing you of that, Miss Witness. He's having trouble calling her old back, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Nosy old man. Of course I have proof. What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised. The prosecution would like to ask the witness, please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed of yourselves, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. Well, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. That's good. Let's hear about your proof then. The man in the photo. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That one and done the run-through of the action scene. I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at this picture. You can see he's dragging his leg, see? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy. So he had sprained his ankle? Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Please don't. Please don't. Never say anything I don't mean, mind you. Whippersnapper! Hey, I haven't said anything yet. I'll have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I said is on the straight and narrow. Up and up. Youth today always whining about each other. Oh, bad, me all involved and crying. Mr. Wright? Please, for all our sakes, try not to upset the witness. I think Edwards has met his match. That morning during the run-through, the action scene. Who was present at the run-through? Well, let's see. There was Powers, he's the Steel Samurai, and poor old Mr. Hammer, the evil magistrate, and me. And what exactly were you doing? Observing. Just observing. What about the assistant? Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such. So she didn't see the run-through then. I saw Powers trip and fall. Trip and fall? Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course. You helped make it better? I guess you where it hurt. Well, let's skip over that part, shall we? Well, where was the assistant then? Oh, her. She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. You may continue your testimony. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. He broke a prop? Sure did. His own samurai spear. Samurai spear? The mortal weapon? Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down in the court record. A samurai spear. I keep on calling it Steel Samurai Spear, and it's just the Samurai Spear. The mortal weapon. A break in the shaft has been mended with duct tape. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Was Mr. Powell's ankle badly sprained? Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch. Thus a nap. Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked. Dragging his foot, okay. I think we've heard enough, haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me, which is, where is this Steel Samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyways, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes? And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I suppose that's right. Are you sure? You sure, Your Honor? Object. Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense had a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice. Okay, her account continued. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. True. The only person I saw go to the studio before them was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. So if no one else went through the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine your witness. Time is 2:30. How do you know that? Oh. Seems like there's a plain I gave donuts to the detective. And then, after some rubbish about being a secret pal, he told me everything. I see Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officers' fondness for donuts. The only person I saw go to the studio before them was Will Powers. Are you absolutely sure? Oh, quite, honey. Sonny. Nobody suspicious looking passed by me at all. Nobody suspicious looking, right. No one else went there. I don't know what happened to my voice right there, but okay. What about before you got to the guard station? You mean before 1 p.m.? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then, and I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them. Are you sure? The witness has answered the question. Anyone going to the studio had to pass by the witness. That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, edgy boy. Edgy boy? Well, the windbag sure has balls, well, you know what I mean. Old windbags have a way of skipping over important detail, after all. Well, for that matter, entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps. Person, Will Powers, no one else was there. If they had, I would have seen them. Huh. Hold on. Nope, I was hoping that we could go through the autopsy. Oosh. Okay. So, Powers, no one else was there. They had. Nope, I don't know what I'm doing, apparently. Nope. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. That didn't go so well. I'm stuck. If they had, I would have seen them. No, I don't know. What am I supposed to do right here? I'm very confused. I'm, like, losing this case because I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do here. I saw her at the studio was Will Powers. Wait, shoot. Am I supposed to present the photo again? The first I saw was Will Powers.